All right, everybody, let's rewind to the early 2000s, a strange cultural crossroads where new metal angst, post-grunge hangovers, and the rise of indie pop were all clashing in a messy, fascinating way. In 2001, tucked away in this sonic chaos came Humanistic, the debut album by Abandoned Pools, the project of multi-instrumentalist Tommy Walter. Shameless plug, I interviewed Tommy Walter on my podcast, Trailer Punk Podcast, so if you want to check that out, check it out, let me know. Now, Walter wasn't a total unknown. He was the original bassist of Eels before setting out on his own. But with Humanistic, he created something that didn't quite fit its era's trends, and because of that, has aged like a hidden gem waiting to be rediscovered. On the surface, Humanistic is drenched in the alternative rock aesthetic of its time. There's sharp guitar riffs, industrial textures, moody vocals that teeter between resignation and defiance. But listening closer, and you'll notice Walter weaving the threads of electronica, pop sophistication, and even a bit of Baroque melancholy. Now, this isn't just another alt-rock record. It's a record about being haunted by modernity while still trying to sound beautiful within it. Now let's take the song The Remedy. It's the closest thing the album had to a breakout hit, a deceptively catchy anthem about self-destruction and escapism. Its hook is so immediate you could almost miss how bleak the lyrics actually are. Now, that paradox, uplifting melody set against existential dread, becomes the album's DNA, with tracks like Start Over and Suburban Muse capture the same tension, yearning for escape from suburban conformity, yet knowing that the act of escape might be impossible. And let's go ahead and start with the production. Now remember, this is the height of Pro Tools experiments and overcompressed radio rock, but Walter managed to inject warmth and textures into the digital sheen. He pulls off a balancing act, one foot in the underground ethos of DIY experimentation and the other in major label polish. You could throw Humanistic into a playlist with Nine Inch Nails, Placebo, and even, Radiohead's Kid A, and while it may be as radical, it doesn't feel out of place. Also, he had Josh Freese as the drummer on that album, so if you're a fan of Josh Freese, who's worked with Foo Fighters, Nine Inch Nails, A Perfect Circle, it's incredible drum work. Check that. So what's remarkable is that Humanistic feels like an album out of time. In 2001, the mainstream was obsessed with macho aggression and brooding, but Walter delivered something more cerebral, introspective, self-critical, and deeply melodic. Now, if anything, it's closer to the emo and indie movements that would explode just a few years later. It's the sound of someone trying to process alienation, not with blunt force, but with nuance and beauty. So let me ask this question. Why does Humanistic matter? Because it's a reminder of how even in the crowded culture moments, an artist can carve out space that's either fully mainstream nor fully underground, just uniquely their own. Now, Abandoned Pools didn't dominate MTV or radio, but Humanistic resonates with people who found it and still does because it gives voice to the universal ache of being human in a technological isolating age. So do yourself a favor. Check it out. Humanistic isn't just an album title, it's a mission statement. So check out Tommy Walter's music. It's amazing, incredible stuff. This was one of my favorite high school albums. Check it out. Let me know what you think.